guys, welcome to the channel. And today I'm going to talk about a few things that you need to consider when purchasing a C6 Corvette. Now, this is 2011 Corvette Grand Sport. It's an LS3 with around 400 horsepower. And the first thing I think you need to think about when purchasing something like this is, where are you going to purchase it? That was one of the things that I thought about. I searched high and low. I searched online probably, and I looked at the vehicle probably 3 years before I actually purchased it. Did my homework, did all the research that I needed to do, and it was just, it was a dealership after dealership after dealership. Now, for where I live, these vehicles are not just sitting on car lots. They are not. Every now and then you have one come through. I didn't want to buy a brand new Corvette. The C6 is the Corvette that I wanted. I have a C5, but the C6 was what I wanted. Color was an issue. I wanted a certain color. The torch red was exactly what I was looking for. In the beginning, I wanted a cashmere top, but that was not a deal breaker. It was not. So I found this one with the black top, and this was the one I purchased. I searched high and low. Like I say, I went, I live in Louisiana, but I went to Texas, Mississippi, Arkansas. I even looked in California. I have family there. They saw one that they thought I wanted, but it was not a Grand Sport. Torch red, convertible, just what I was looking for, but it wasn't a Grand Sport. The Grand Sport was the one that I wanted. The next thing was price. How much do you plan to pay? Because you won't get in this vehicle. I don't know if you can get in for less than $20,000. I never found one for less than $20,000, not in the condition that I wanted. I wanted one that was in like new condition. And you have to understand this. A vehicle like this is more than likely going to be a toy. Yes, neither one of my Corvettes are daily drivers. Both of them are absolute toys. They're weekend cars. Yes, I do drive them through the week when business allows it. But normally, it's a toy. It's what it is. It is a toy. Now, pricing. You can expect to pay anywhere from $20,000. I've seen them as high as $70,000, because one like this one, when I purchased it, it only had 35,000 miles on it. And I've seen them as low as 10,000, 5,000 miles, because most of the time they're sitting in somebody's garage. They're sitting in the garage waiting for the weekend to go out, take it out into town, and then park it, and it sits all week. Normally what they do. The price, like I say, they vary. If you want a Grand Sport will really cost you a lot more. Just a base model. You can probably find a base model with low mileage for about $35,000. But the Grand Sport, you're going to pay anywhere from $35,000 to up to the $65,000 to $70,000 range. You will pay that. I did a lot of research. I looked. I went to the Corvette warehouse in Dallas. I went everywhere that I could think of to find this C6 Corvette, because this was the one that I wanted. I wanted the bowed out fender wells. I like the C6 Grand Sport wheels that come on it. The whole nine. I wanted all of it. So this was the one I wanted. This was the one I did my research on, and this was it for me. This car did it for me. Now, when it comes to financing, how are you going to finance this? One thing you're going to need when you get ready to get this car, you're going to need a good credit score. You will need a good credit score. You will need that. If you don't have a good credit score, you can forget it. You're not going to finance this. Me personally, I think that with the banks tend to want to charge you a higher interest rate because you think about this. This is a 2011, and I purchased it in 22. So you're talking about a vehicle that's now 11 years old, but in immaculate condition. And I'm gonna let you look at it in a little bit. It's not a scratch or a blemish on it anyway. But when you go to the bank, they're looking at a vehicle that you want to pay 50 grand for, and it's 11 years old. So they look at you kind of funny. So you might want to look at the credit unions. That was why I ended up doing it. I financed it with my credit union because my business runs through my credit union. I do all my business at the credit union with my business. And so all my equipment that I use for my business is done through the credit union. And the credit union will work with you, and they won't be as particular about how old the vehicle is. They just want to know your credit score, your credit history. One thing they look at is your history, your debt to income ratio. Are you a homeowner? Are you a homeowner that has paid off a home? Or have you paid off some cars? You have all that stuff you got to look at. So I found out that the credit union was my best bet. With the bank wanted to charge me, it was like $200 for a longer period of time than the credit union. So I really got a better deal with the credit union. That was the way I went. And like I say, the vehicle is in immaculate condition. It's not a scratch or a blemish on it anywhere. It was exactly what I was looking for, exactly what I wanted. So, so here's the C6, guys. And as you can see, when I tell you not a scratch or a blemish, there's not one. I mean, it is in immaculate condition. And it is exactly what I was looking for. Grand Sport. And there's the C5, and it's covered right now, and that is an OEM Chevrolet Corvette cover. That cover will also fit the C6. And here's a look at the interior, and it's solid black. So there it is, guys. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. If you like the content, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one with more content.